here we go. Hey there everybody, it's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back. Next episode of the Sandcats franchise here, year number 9. Last episode, we took an extra innings loss against the Wild Pigs, continuing our trend of losing the majority of our games here in the first half. 8 seconds to the final, as we just ran out of pitching late, and there wasn't much I could do about it. So with that loss, we fall to 2-5 on the season. We are approaching the halfway mark of the season here in this episode of Game 8. We're going to be facing our former starter from last year, fourth pitcher Aubry Becker. He has joined the Moose organization, and this is a revenge game for him as he looks to put his club at 500. He comes in with a 1-0 record with a 3.00 ERA and a 1.17 WHIP. And we're going to send out rookie Enzo Sawyer to oppose him. 0-1 record for him on the year with a 7.20 ERA and a 1.60 WHIP. Sawyer only went 5 innings in for his first starts, and he took the loss because the team didn't show up until very late in that game, and by that time the game was pretty much over. Let's jump into the game today. Here's our lineup to face the Moose today. Dabhorn will be playing left field today. The veteran's out there instead of Trevino. Batting second is second baseman Skylar Mosley, who hasn't been hitting very well this year. Batting third is DH Hezekiah Cross. He's locked in, probably the only bright spot in our lineup this season. Batting fourth is right fielder Aubry Lynn. The rookie is not hitting well, but she's in the cleanup spot today. Batting fifth is second-year shortstop Hank Ingrown. Batting sixth is veteran first baseman Hercules Bentley. Batting seventh is catcher Eduardo Acosta, the second-year player, batting in the 7 hole. Batting eighth is center fielder Ivan Marin, who has really been the worst struggling starter we've had all year, hitting near the 100 our average mark. And batting ninth is rookie third baseman Noah Nash, who's coming off a hitless performance last game. Intense. So this will be interesting. Just getting ready to say before the mic cut off, it'll be interesting to see if we can get anything going against our former pitcher Becker, who doesn't have the best stats. But then again, now there does our pitcher Sawyer, so it's going to be a interesting competition between the two offenses to see who puts up the most runs. We're going to get into the Moose lineup here in the first inning, as it's going to be Tegan Cowie, Case Herman, Devin Godsendez to face Sawyer in the first. Here's Cowie, rookie center fielder, comes in hitting .407 with a homer and 4 RBIs. She is locked in, playing left field today instead of center field. Let's take a look at their lineup. Batting second is third baseman Case Herman. Batting third is DH Devin Godsendez. Batting fourth is veteran second baseman Huffley Buffer, who is jacked. So he is at the maximum mojo you can have in this game. That's dangerous. Batting fifth is center fielder Maddie Batts, getting her first game of the season in this one, and she is juiced to be out in the starting lineup today, so that's going to be another fun one to deal with. Batting sixth is right fielder Wade Hobbs. Batting seventh is first baseman Avery Diaz, the second-year player. Batting eighth is veteran catcher Tara Leonaire, and batting ninth is veteran shortstop Bloop Michaels, who is rattled, one of the few underperforming members of the starting lineup. This is going to be an interesting one. Sawyer comes in. Let's take a look at his stats here from his first appearance on the year. He gave up 4 earned runs in only 5 innings of work, taking the loss. That's good for a 7.20 ERA and a 1.60 WHIP, as he surrendered 8 hits. And one of those was a home run, and he also struck out a batter. Batting average against for him on the year is .348. So not doing so hot, along with the other rookie pitchers who seem to be scuffling as well. Best performing one so far is Ed Knapp, who has had 2 starts and has an ERA of 7.82. But on the plus side, Knapp has not had any wins or losses, so he has a clean record. Whereas Sean Glass, the other rookie, is 0-2 on the year in both of his starts. So yeah, fun stuff. Alright, Sawyer's going to deal with Cowie here to start the game. First pitch is going to be a slider, and it's hit right back up the middle for a base hit. Oh joy, this could be the foreboding that I dread. Batting second is third baseman Case Herman. He's hitting .222 with a homer and 2 RBIs on the year. Not strong stats for Herman, who generally hits very well normally. Change it down and in, popped up on the first pitch to right field. Lynn calling for it, no guarantee she'll catch it. Rookie does catch it this time, though, and that's the first out. Lynn has already made an error out there in right field once this year, so don't have a lot of faith in her fielding ability. Batting third is veteran DH, Devin Godsendez. He's 10th, hitting 138 with a homer, no homers, and 1 RBI. So Godsendez is really underperforming this year, so I'm surprised they still have him as high up in the lineup as they do. First pitch, two-seamer, blocked in the dirt by Acosta. Good play there from the catcher, 1-0. Fastball up, and then the next pitch is a called strike, 1-1. Curveball down and in, check swing low, 2-1 the count now from Sawyer. Change it down in the way. It's a hit and run as it's singled into right field by Godsendez. Runners going for third. Throw from Lynn is just late as it's a successful hit and run. Runners at the corners now for Buffler, who is jacked. He's feeling it right now, hitting .393, 2 homers and 10 RBIs. So he has just gone multiple games in a row without getting retired. So, oh boy, this is going to be fun. Buffler showing his age with the gray hair and whatnot, but still a very dangerous hitter in his own right, apparently. Curveball down in the way, blocked below the knees, ball 1. Good thought there by Sawyer to get him to chase, but unfortunately, Buffalo was not feeling it. Two-seamer in the dirt, blocked again, 2-0 the count now. Change up and away on the third pitch is a called strike of the letters. Dangerous pitch there from Sawyer, but he gets away with it, 2-1. Slider down and away, grounded to second. Mosley there for it, flips the second one. Ingram back to first, it's a double play, and that ends the inning. Sawyer manages to get out of it by retiring Buffler, who falls down to on fire after that double play ball. Bottom 1, Sandcats get their first hacks against Becker. Horn, Mosley, and Cross do up. Veteran Horn leads off, hitting only .211 on the year with an RBI. Not great numbers for the contact-based outfielder. First pitch from Becker is a strike at the letters on the heater, 0-1. Let's take a look at Becker's numbers on the year. Becker is 1-0 on the year, 3 ERAs, giving up 2 earned runs in 1 start. He's got a 1.17 whip with 6 innings pitched, 6 hits given up with a walk. He gave up a home run. He's also hit a batter, but he has struck out 4. His batting average against is only .250, so he's improved vastly since leaving our team. So let's see what he does here against his old club. Outside heater, 1-1 the count. Line to right at Diaz, though, as he leaps to make the catch. 1 down. First baseman puts it away, and that'll bring up Mosley, hitting .250 on the year. No homers or RBIs so far. Ball high, 1-0. High again, 2-0 the count out of Mosley. Fork ball's outside from Becker, 3-0 the count. Slider inside, misses ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk as Becker immediately comes back and walks the next batter. Mosley will be on at first, and that'll bring up Cross. DH is hitting .464 on the year with 4 homers and 9 RBIs. He's locked in. Inside, ball 1. Heater at the knees, called a strike, 1-1 the count. Check swing low on the heater, 1-2 the count as Cross was fooled on it. Fork ball down, Cross hits it pretty deep, center field, chasing the fielder back to center. At the wall, leaping his bats, it's in the seats. Well, not the seats, it's in the forest. It's a 2-run homer for Hezekiah Cross, his 5th of the year, and our hot hitter keeps on hitting as he makes it a 2-0 game here with a first-inning home run off of Becker, his former teammate. Batting 4th is right fielder Aubry Nicholson, the rookie, hitting only .200 on the year, 2 homers and 3 RBIs for her. Fastball inside misses from Becker, ball 1. He's now tense after surrendering the first-inning homer. Fastball away, Lynn fouls it off down the right field line, out of reach, 1-1. Strike at the letters on the heater, 1-2 the count now. Change up, pulled foul by Lynn as she's out in front, but stays alive, 1-2. Fastball up, line to first, right at Diaz, though, as he barely had to move, 2 down. That'll bring up Ingram, the shortstop, hitting .379, 1 homer and 7 RBIs on the year. First pitch fastball is way high, as that's nowhere near the zone, ball 1. Oh, he chased an inside slide, it almost hits him, but it's in a bad spot as Diaz has to field. He flips to Becker, who makes the play, and that ends the inning. Becker surrenders 2, gives up a hit and a walk, and that hit is a 2-run homer to Hezekiah Cross as the Sandcats take a 2-0 lead after 1. Top 2, Bats, Hobbs, and Diaz do up here against Sawyer. Here's Maddie Bats making her season debut here in year number 9. She is juiced at that thought, and she's in center field today. She got a up-close and personal seat as she watched Cross's home run ball sail into the forest right over her head. First pitch slider to Bats is a slider away, and it catches the corner, 0-1. Change it down and away is below the knees, 1-1 the count. Two-seamer down and in is just inside as it misses the corner, 2-1. Curveball up and away. High ball 3 as Sawyer's in the hole here. 3-1 pitch is a fastball away, called a strike. Full count now. Whiffer activates for bats. Curveball down and in. Ripped hard to first. Bentley puts the glove down, but it ricochets off it into foul territory. That's an infield single for bats. And she's 1 for 1 on the year. Brings up Hobbs. Veteran outfielders in right field today. He is hitting only a .167 on the year with 2 RBIs, and he is tense because of his poor hitting. So he's looking to bounce back here with a strong performance. Two-seamer down and in on the first pitch is a called strike, 0-1. He is actually in right field for Jose Tremendo, the normal right fielder, who is also tense. So they figure Hobbs is a better hitter. Let's put him in. Slider down, hard up the third base line. It's off the diving Nash's glove, and that'll be another infield single, as that'll put 2 on here with none down to start the inning. That'll bring up Diaz, who's now locked in. He's hitting .375 with a homer and 4 RBIs on the year. Looking to keep his hot hitting going. With that hit, Hobbs is still tense, actually. I thought he was going to go up to neutral. Guess the camera was trying to fool me. First pitch, two-seamer up and into Diaz is a called strike, 0-1 the count. Slider down on the second pitch is popped up, shallow left field. Infield fly called for is ingrown back for it on the grass. Makes the catch, and that's the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Leonaire, the veteran catcher, hitting only .200 on the year. No homers or RBIs as of yet. Looking to change that right now. Fastball away is taken below the knees, ball 1. It's also outside a bit. Next pitch is a slider down, hard grounder up the middle to shortstop. Diving is ingrown to cut it off. He has to go to first. Makes the play and retires the slow Leonaire. 2 down as the runners advance on the fielder's choice. That'll bring up the veteran shortstop, Bloop Michaels, who's rattled on the year, hitting only a .174 with an RBI. Looking to come through in the clutch for his team here. First pitch breaking ball away is a curve, below the knees, blocked by Acosta, ball 1. Change up inside, below the knees again, 2-0 the count. Slider down in the way, lined up the middle, base hit into right center field, and that's going to drive in both runs as Michaels comes through for his team as he's looking to leg out a double. Throw in is just late, and he will successfully do that as he drives in the tying runs. It's 2-2. That'll bring up the rookie Cowie at the top of the lineup, who singled in the first inning. Stranded at third base after Buffler's double play ball. First pitch slider is outside, ball 1, check swing. She did not go after it. Next pitch is a fastball down and in from Sawyer, called a strike, 1-1. Curveball away on the next pitch, catches the corner, 1-2 the count now, as Sawyer looks to put her away. Two-seamer up and in, way high, check swing, Cowie holds back, 2-2 the count now. Next pitch is a changeup down and in, dribbled up the middle, right to Mosley, who's holding the runner. He'll go to first, and that ends the inning. But the Moose answer back with a 2-run double from veteran Bloop Michaels. We're tied at 2, bottom 2. Bentley, Acosta, and Marin due up here against Becker. Here's Bentley. Veteran hitting only .346. That's pretty good still. No homers on the season as of yet, but he has 3 RBIs, really showing his age as he's regressed a lot in recent episodes. And the power seems to have disappeared from his bat as he still doesn't have a home run yet. Probably should have hit that, and that probably would have been a homer. Fastball in there in the middle of the plate, 0-1. Slider away, he's just late on it now, 0-2. Almost chases that slider away, ball 1. Fastball up, fouled off by Bentley as he stays alive, 1-2. Check swing, fastball outside this time, 2-2 the count now. Outside changeup, ball 3, full count to Bentley as he works it back to his favor. Fastball up, Bentley hits it pretty deep to right field. That's heading to the shallow wall out there, and it is gone. Home run for Bentley, his first of the year. See what I tell you. I talk about how he doesn't have a home run yet on the season, then he comes out and hits one right in the first row in right center. First of the year for Bentley, it's now 3-2, Sandcats as we retake the lead. Here's the catcher, Acosta, hitting only .300. Still pretty good. 1 homer and 2 RBIs for the second-year catcher. Late on the heater, 0-1 as Becker left that in the middle of the plate. Second home run, ball given up by Becker here in the game. Changeup pulled foul, 0-2 the count to Acosta now. Outside and high heater, 1-2 the count now. Fastball high, chased by Acosta, but he fouls it off, 1-2. Forkball down and in, that was chased, dribbled to third. Herman makes the play, 1 down. Acosta retired, and now to bring up Marin, hitting a .167 on the year with a RBI. Another player in danger of being cut if we don't start turning the season around. Looking to turn his season around as well. Strike at the letters, 0-1 on the heater. Chases another heater high. 0-2 count to Marin now as Becker looks to put him away. Check swing inside. Heater misses. 1-2. Forkball inside was chased. Popped up to the mound. Becker makes the catch. 2 down. Then I bring up the rookie Nash. Hitless last game, so he's now tense. Hitting .321 on the year with a homer and 3 RBIs. Rookie looking to quell his misfortunes at the plate. Fastball at the letters for a strike. 0-1. Fastball away. Nash goes with it to right field, but he doesn't have the carry. Right to Hobbs, and that ends the inning. Sandcats recapture the lead on the solo home run by Bentley. 3-2 your score to the third. Herman, Godsendez, and Buffler due up. Here's Herman, 0 for 1 today. First pitch to him is a changeup away, and he sits on that location as it's hit to right center field off the concrete face of the wall, and that is a home run as it's above the yellow line. Second of the year for Herman, and that ties the game back up at 3. 1 pitch, 1 run. Next up is Godsendez, 1 for 1 today with a single, and then was erased on a double play ball in the first inning. First pitch, 2-seamer down and away in the dirt, ball 1. Fastball down and in, called a strike to Herman, or not Herman, Godsendez, 1-1. Changeup up and away, taken high, 2-1 the count now. Slider up and in, driven deep to right center field by Godsendez, leaping his Marin. It's over his head and off the wall as it ricochets away. Digging for 2 is Godsendez, and he will beat the throw as it's a double following the homer. Now to bring up Buffler, grounded into a double play his first time up. Squandering a scoring chance in the first inning for his club. Curveball down in the way on the first pitch is pulled in the hole between third and short. Diving is Nash to make the stop. He looks the runner back and goes to first. 1 out. Buffler now 0 for 2, and that brings up Bats, 0 for 1 today. First pitch from Sawyer's a fastball away, called a strike, 0-1. Curveball inside, misses wildly, 1-1 the count. Slider away in the dirt, 2-1 the count now. 2-seamer up and in, high ball 3 to Bats as Sawyer once again is in the hole. Changeup down in the way, called a strike, full count now. Wait for active again for Bats. Fastball below the knees, taking ball 4, and it's a walk. Sawyer loses the battle. Puts her on at first, and that'll bring up Hobbs, 1 for 1 today with the single. First pitch changeup down and in. Rip foul by Hobbs into the seats, 0-1 as he was sitting on it. 2-seamer up and away, line to right field, left field actually, and that drops for a base hit. Horn gets it in, and that loads the bases here with 1 down. And that's going to bring to the plate Aubry Nicholson, who's 0 for 1 today. Popped out to left field, as shallow left field, as shortstop Ingram made the catch last time up. First pitch curveball down in the way is a called strike, 0-1. Slider down and in, low, ball 1, just taken by Diaz. This is below the knees. 2-seamer up, fouled back by Diaz, 1-2 the count now. Fastball up and away, fouled back by Diaz as he stays alive, 2-2, or 1-2. Changeup drifts inside, misses, 2-2 the count now to Diaz. Curveball down, dribbled to first. Bentley has to go to first base to make the second out as the run scores on the RBI ground out. The Moose take the lead again, 4-3 your score now. Brings up Leonaire, 0 for 1 today. Popped out her last time up. First pitch fastball inside, misses the knees, 1-0 the count. Next pitch is a 2-seamer up and away, hit pretty well, deep left center field. Horn leaps at the wall and he makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Great leap there by the veteran. Saves another 2 runs. Moose, though, get the lead back as they hit a solo home run from Herman to tie it, and then an RBI ground out by Diaz to go ahead. 4-3 your score to the bottom of the third. Top of our lineup due up, Horn, Mosley, and Cross. Here's Horn, 0 for 1 today. After being retired his first time up, he is now tense. First pitch fastball hit back up the middle, and Horn immediately answers back with a hit of his own as the tying runs on at first for us here in the third. Brings up Mosley. He drew a walk his first time up. Came in to score on the Cross home run ball. Slider away, misses, ball 1. Strike at the knees, 1-1 the count. Changeup away, called a strike, 1-2 the count now to Mosley. Forkball inside is popped up, shallow center. Out for it is Michaels. Shortstop puts it away, 1 down. Brings up Cross. Hit a home run his first time up as it was a 2-run shot to center field into the forest. He's now on fire following the homer. Fastball away, misses. Ball 1 from Becker. 1-0. Inside, 2-0 the count now. Slider up, line softly to third. Herman fields it on a hop to second one, back to first, double play, and that ends the inning as Cross is now locked in again. Becker gives up a leadoff single, but pitches around it and gets a double play to end the inning. Top 4, Michaels, Cowie, and Herman do up. Here's Michaels, 1 for 1 today, double and 2 runs driven in his last time up. Got the scoring started for the Mooses. He takes a curveball down and away, ball 1. Or, sorry, strike 1. Change up inside, pulled foul by Michaels into the seats, 0-2 the count now. Two-seamer up and away, hit pretty well to right center field as Michaels goes with the pitch, giving chase is Lynn. Makes the catch in front of the warning track, 1 down. Next up is Cowie, 1 for 2 today with a single. Fastball up and away on the first pitch is called a strike, 0-1. Slider down, dribbled to first, right at Bentley. He'll barehand and go to the bag, 2 down. Sawyer finally back to neutral mojo, and that'll bring up Herman, who homered his last time up to tie the game back up at 3. Two-seamer up and in on the first pitch is grounded to first, diving is Bentley in the hole. He'll flip to the pitcher, and that ends the inning, 1-2-3. And Herman is hurt on the play, as he may have pulled a hammy running to first. 1-2-3 inning for Sawyer here in the 4th. Bottom 4, Lynn, Ingrown, and Bentley do up. Let's see how bad the injury is to Herman. Lynn up first. Rookie's 0 for 1 today after lining out her first time up to first base. And Herman pulled his hammy like I called. Let's see. He's down to 2 bars, but they are not taking him out. He is staying in the game at third base. They do not have another third baseman. Oh, so they couldn't take him out even if they wanted to. Godsendez, their other third baseman, is DHing. Oh dear. This is poor mismanagement by them. They actually don't have another third baseman. They're stuck with Herman. He has to play. And that means he's going to go down to 1 bar of stamina following this game because he had to play while injured. Oof. Bad luck for him. Here's Lynn. Slider away on the first pitch. Taken, ball 1. Fastball up and in. Driven out to right center field. Not hit well, though. Hobbs over for it. Makes the catch. 1 down. Next up's Ingrown. 0 for 1 today. Flew out to right field his first time up. Strike at the letters on the heater. 0-1. Becker back to neutral mojo now following the double play ball. Changeup outside. Misses. 1-1. Fastball down the middle. Swung late by Ingrown. 1-2. Chased the fork ball in the dirt. Strike 3. Leonaire drops it but fires to first to record the out. 2 down. That brings up Bentley. 1 for 1 today. Homered his first time up. Slider away, ripped on the ground to second, diving his Buffler to cut it off on the grass. He'll fire to first, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Becker. Top 5, it's still 4-3 Moose. Godsendez, Buffler, and Bats do up here. Here's Godsendez, doubled his last time up. He's also singled today. He's 2 for 2. First pitch is a changeup inside, called a strike from Sawyer, 0-1. Curveball down and in, misses, low, ball 1. It's also inside a bit. Fastball up and away, outside, 2-1. Changeup low, below the knees, 3-1 the count now. Slider up and in. Called ball 4, another walk from Sawyer as Godsendez will trot to the bag. That'll bring up Buffler, 0 for 2 today. Grounded out his last time up. He's also struck out. Not struck out, grounded into a double play. Thinking of the wrong batter. First pitch changeup down and in, misses low, ball 1. Two-seamer down in the way, outside, 2-0 the count out to Buffler. Slider up, hard hit up the middle, base hit for Buffler. He's going to be 1 for 3 today. So that's the first time he's reached base safely. First 2 batters on here for the Moose again in the 5th, and that'll bring up Bats, 0 for 1 today. Walked her last time up. First pitch curveball down in the way is low, 1-0 the count. Changeup inside on the next pitch, called a strike, 1-1. Slider away, misses, 2-1 the count. Fastball down and in, lined hard to short, 1 hopper. Ingrown flips to second 1, Mosley the first. Double play, runner advances to third though. 2 down in the inning, and that brings up Hobbs, who's 2 for 2 today with 2 singles. Looking to drive in another run for his offense. First pitch fastball inside, misses, ball 1. Two-seamer down and in low, 2-0 the count now. 2 down in the inning, and that brings up Becker, who's 2 for 2 today with 2 singles. Looking to drive in another run for his offense. First pitch fastball inside, misses, ball 1. Two-seamer down and in low, 2-0 the count now. Curveball down the middle, low but at the knees, called a strike, 2-1. Change it down in the way in the next pitch, dribbled back to the mound. Sawyer off for it, goes to the bat, throws to first, and that ends the inning. Gives up 2 hits, but he gets a double play ball and gets out of the inning without allowing a run. Acosta, Marin, and Nash do up here against Becker in the 5th. Here's Acosta, 0 for 1 today. Grounded out his first time up. Change up at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Low on the fastball, swung late, 0-2. Check swing at the changeup at the knees, called a strike, and Becker gets another punch out, 1 out. Next up's Marin, 0 for 1 today. Flew out his first time up, and now he's 10s. Forkball lined back up the middle, and Marin answers back with a single of his own. That'll put a runner on at first. 1 down still in the inning. Next up is Nash. Rookie's 0 for 1 today with a ground out. Pitch out, nothing doing as Marin hangs on at first. They're worried about him running. Pick off to first, not in time. Marin gets back. Still 1-0 count to Nash. Fastball high, misses his own. 2-0 the count out of the rookie. Curveball hung in the middle of the plate, hit pretty well, left center field. Out for it is Cowie, though, and she'll make the catch, 2 down. And Marin has to hold it first. That'll flip us back to the top of the lineup, and here's Horn, singled back up the middle his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Outside heater, misses, ball 1. Curveball inside, softly hit left center field, over the leaping Michaels glove, and that's a base hit for Horn. Runners at first and second now with 2 down, as Cowie was right there to back him up. Next up is Mosley, 0 for 1 today with a walk. He grounded out to second base his last time up. Fastball up, hit pretty well, deep right center field. That's trailing to the low wall out there. It is into the little section of trees between the seats. Mosley hits his, I think it's his first. It is his first homer of the year. It's a 3-run shot, and the Sandcats recapture the lead as it's now 6-4. Now to bring up Cross, 1 for 2 today. Hit a 2-run homer in his first at bat, and then grounded into double play last time up. And that will do it for Ivan Becker here, as he only lasts 4 2/3 innings against us, his old club. He leaves tense, and coming into pitch is right-handed I think it's right-handed, left-handed reliever Aubry Nicholson. Let's have a look at Nicholson's numbers on the year. I believe she's a rookie. Never heard of her. No record on the year so far. 1.35 ERA is good for 1 earned run given up. She has a 105 whip in 4 games pitched. She already has a save on the year. Pitched 6 2/3 innings, giving up 5 hits with 2 walks. She's also hit a batter. Struck out 5. Batting average against is only .208, so she's having a pretty good year so far. Let's see what she does against us here, as the first batter she'll face is the left-handed hitting Cross, so lefty-lefty matchup favoring her. 2-seamer in there down the middle, called a strike, 0-1. Pulled right into right field by Cross as he chased an inside 2-seamer, but manages to use his strength to get it over the leaping first baseman's glove. That is a single, and that'll bring up Lynn, who flew out her last time up. She's 0 for 2. Power versus left-hander will activate, though, for the rookie, as she's facing a lefty for the first time today. Fastball up, lined right back at Nicholson, and I think that caught her in the face. Lynn will make it to first on the infield single. She's back to neutral mojo. Let's see how bad the injury is. That'll bring up Ingrown, 0 for 2 today, and RBI man will be activated for the left-handed shortstop. That did catch Nicholson in the face, and she has to leave, and that will bring in veteran long reliever Felix Farmhand, who hasn't really progressed from a C-. He's only gotten to a C+ here in the series. Let's have a look at his numbers on the season. Farmhand comes in with an 0-1 record on the year, only giving up 1 earned run. It's good for a 1.42 ERA, 0.95 whip. He's also pitched in 4 games, also has a save. He's thrown 6 1/3 innings, giving up 5 hits with a walk, 6 strikeouts for him, and his batting average against is only .217. So despite being low rated, he's having a pretty good year so far, all things considered. He'll face the left-hander Ingrown, righty now on the hill. Ingrown looking to come through with an RBI opportunity. Change-up high and inside, misses, ball 1. Change-up catches the outside corner, 1-1 the count. Change-up rip foul by Ingrown as he's early on it, 1-2 the count now. Chases a high heater, he's down swinging to end the inning, and Ingrown is now tense. Though the Sandcats do recapture the lead on a 3-run homer by Mosley, knock out the starter, and knock out the first reliever that faces them with a line drive to the jaw. Top 6, Diaz, Leonaire, and Michaels due up here against Sawyer. Here's Diaz, 0 for 2 today with an RBI. Sawyer's already given up 8 hits. He's walked 2 batters. I'm going to keep a tight leash on him. He gives up a batter. He's done. He's over 70 pitches, and his stats are already starting to decrease. So he's got a very tight leash here. 1 runner, he's out. 1 hit, he's out. Fastball below the knees to Diaz, ball 1. Curveball down and in, drifts inside. 2-0 the count now. Slider up and away, called a strike, 2-1. Two-seamer inside, drifts inside, misses the corner, 3-1 the count now. Change it down and away, called a strike, full count now. Slider up and in, taken high, ball 4, and Diaz back to locked in as he draws the walk. And that'll do it here for Sawyer in the start as Leonaire starts up next, 0 for 2 for the left-hander. Sawyer goes 5+ innings, gives up 8 hits and 3 walks. Runner at first is his responsibility, but he will leave with the inline for the win. Coming into pitch will be, let's see, we're going to start it off with left-hander Plaid Mahoney. We're going to try and get him out of his tense state, as Newton and Rotherswell both pitched last game, so they're both tired. So Mahoney's the go-to. Mahoney comes in with a 1-0 record, ERA of 12.27 on the year. He's given up 5 earned runs with a whip of 2.18. 2 appearances so far on the season, 3 2/3 innings pitched. 7 hits given up with a walk, 1 home run ball in that hit parade, 1 strikeout, and a batting average against a .412. So after a very solid first appearance, he gave me 1 2/3 innings of crap. Let's see what he does here in his 3rd appearance. Hopefully it's a sign of good things. Curveball down, blocked in the dirt by Acosta, ball 1. Fastball up and in, check swing, called a strike, 1-1 the count out of Leonaire. Slider down and away, called a strike, 1-2 the count now. Curveball down and in, pulled foul by Leonaire, she stays alive. Fastball up and away, popped up to shortstop, Ingrown there calling for it. Makes the catch, 1 down. Brings up Michaels, who's still rattled, 1 for 2 today, doubled in 2 runs his first time up. Fastball at the knees, lined hard up the middle, diving is Mosley, but it's by him into center. Marin throws it in and holds the runner to second as it's a single for Michaels. He's now 2 for 3 today. Brings up the rookie Cowie, 1 for 3 today with the single. First pitch slider up and in for Mahoney's a called strike, 0-1. Curveball up and away, taken high, 1-1 the count. Fastball away, drifts outside, 2-1 the count now. Curveball down and in, check swing, called a strike, 2-2 count now to Cowie. Fastball up and in, taken inside, full count now. Slider down and away, line to right center field, that's going to get down, and 1 hop to the wall as 1 run's definitely going to score. Marin gets it into the cutoff man, and Michaels has to hold at 3rd. It's 6-5 as that run's going to go to Sawyer. Next up is the injured Herman, 1 for 3 today with a home run. He grounded out the first base his last time up and pulled his hamstring in the process. But he cannot exit as they do not have another 3rd baseman on the roster. The only other person who can play 3rd base is DH Devin Godsendez. So putting him in at 3rd would mean the pitcher has to bat, and that's not good for the Moose's offense. First pitch from Mahoney is a slider down, called a strike at the knees, 0-1. Fastball up and in, inside, 1-1 the count. Fastball away. It's a sacrifice bunt. Mahoney has to go to first, and that's going to get the second out, but the run scores. We're tied up at 6, and Sawyer's going to get a no decision for his troubles. Next up is Godsendez, 2 for 2 today. He walked his last time up, but he has doubled and singled as well. First pitch fastball up and away. Check swing, called a strike, 0-1. Curveball inside, line to left center field. That's going to be another extra base hit, and that's going to drive in another run. Marin plays it off the wall, and actually Godsendez does not go for 2. He stays at first. RBI single, 3 for 3 day for him, and it's 7-6. Moose retake the lead. Going to bring up Buffler, 1 for 3 today with the single as Mahoney's rattled again. Curveball at the knees, called a strike, 0-1. Fastball away, called a strike. It's now quickly 0-2. Fastball up and in, just inside, 1-2 the count. Slider down and in, inside, 2-2 the count. Curveball down in the way, line to center field. That's going to hang up for Mosley. Marin, though, as he makes the catch, and that ends the inning. But the Moose put up 3 and retake the lead, 2 off of all with hits off of Mahoney. 7-6 your score, bottom 6. Bentley, Acosta, and Marin up here against Farmhand. Bentley up first. He's 1 for 2 today. He homered his first time up. Strike at the knees on the fastball, 0-1 the count from Farmhand. Fastball up, skied to center field. Should be an easy catch for bats out there as Bentley just missed it. 1 down in the inning. Next up is Acosta, 0 for 2 today. High heater misses, 1-0 the count. Acosta struck out swinging at a ball in the dirt the last time up. Changeup down, fouled off, 1-1 the count. Changeup pulled foul again, 1-2 the count now. Acosta looking to protect the plate now. Fastball away, dribbled up the middle. Buffler backhands, makes the play at first, 2 down. That's going to bring up Marin, 1 for 2 today. He singled his last time up. Changeup away, misses, ball 1. Fastball hit pretty well by Marin, deep to right center field. That's heading for the low wall out there again. It hits off the wall and ricochets away from both fielders as they miss the ricochet. He's heading for third. Bats gets the throw in. It misses Buffalo, the cutoff man, and it's just late as Marin slides in safely. 2-out triple, and that puts all the pressure on the rookie Nash, who's 0 for 2, and he is still tense, mind you. So he needs to turn it around and in a big way. That would do it right here if he can tie the game up here. Changeup inside, pulled to left field on the first pitch, right at Cowie, and that ends the inning. Way to go, Rook. Way to go. Top 7 we go. It's 7-6. Bats, Hobbs, and Diaz do up against Mahoney. Bats 0 for 2 today with a walk. Mahoney back to tense after escaping the inning. Curveball away. Line to left center field. That's going to drop. Horn knocks it down on the dive, but that's still going to be extra bases as Cowie will be in there. Leadoff double here. Or that's not Cowie. Who is that? That's not Cowie. Who was that? I forgot the name. Bats. And Bats in scoring position here for Hobbs, who has 2 hits already today. Just slider down and in, called a strike, 0-1. Curveball down and away, called a strike, 0-2. Slider down and in, hit up the middle off of Mahoney's glove. He has to chase it down. Fires to first, gets Hobbs 1 down on the fielder's choice as Bats makes it to third. Brings up Diaz, who walked his last time up. He's also hit an RBI ground out today. He's 0 for 2. He's back to locked in following the walk his last time up. First pitch fastball up and in is a called strike, 0-1. Curveball down and away, called a strike, 0-2. I didn't think that was a strike. Fastball up and away high, chased by Diaz. It's lined to right field softly. Mosley dives, but he can't make the catch, and the runner had to tag up and goes home. Lynn's throw is late. It's a single for Diaz, and that scores a run. It's now 8-6 Moose. Brings up Leonaire, 0 for 3 today. First pitch curveball down and away, pulled to right field, heading for the big wall out there. Lynn misses it as it hits off the wall and ricochets away. Runner thinking third. Throw coming in from Lynn is going to beat him there, and he is dead meat. Bad read by Diaz as he's thrown out from Lynn. 2 down in the inning, and that brings up Michaels after the single from Leonaire. He's 2 for 3 today. He's doubled in 2 runs and then singled his last time up. Fastball up and in on the first pitch, called a strike, 0-1. Mahoney now rattled again. Curveball down and in, rip foul by Michaels, 0-2 the count. Slider up and in, popped up towards the seats on the third base side. Nash near the wall. He's out of room, and that's going to be out of reach. 0-2 the count. No way he was catching that. It was in the second row. Fastball down and away in the next pitch. Fouled off by Michaels as he stays alive. Curveball down and in, pulled to third, right at Nash. He'll go to first, and that ends the inning. Let the Moose tack on another run thanks to an RBI single from Diaz. 8-6 your score. Bottom 7. Horn, Mosley, and Cross do up against Farmhand. Horn up first. He's 2 for 3 today. Singled his last time up. Singled it into left field over the leaping shortstop. Changeup inside, misses from Farmhand. Ball 1. Strike outside. 1-1 the count. Good fastball. Slider left in the middle of the plate. Hit pretty well by Horn to deep center field. That's him near the wall. Can Bats catch it? Of course she can. She just robbed him of a home run. She's juiced. If she wasn't juiced, she probably misses it. 1 out now, and here's Mosley. 3-run homer his last time up as he tied the game, gave us the lead at 6-4. Her slider inside misses from Farmhand. Ball 1. Change up, rip, foul. 1-1 the count as he's just early. Fastball hard grounded to second. Buffler there to make the stab. Makes the play at first. 2 down. Farmhand now locked in out there on the mound, and that'll bring up Cross. Singled his last time up. He's also hit a 2-run homer. He's 2 for 3. Change up left in the middle plate. He jumps on it, hits it pretty well deep to right center field. That's heading to the high wall out there next to the Forest, and that is out of Bats' reach into the first row. Second homer of the game for Hezekiah Cross, 6th of the season, and that makes it a 1-run game. It's now 8-7 as the Sandcats are trying to claw their way back into it. Cross now on fire after that dinger, and that'll bring up Lynn. Lined a fastball right off the pitcher's draw her last time up, knocking Nicholson out of the game. She's 1 for 3 today. Change up at the knees, called a strike, 0-1. Change up down and in, 1 hopper to short. Michaels makes the easy play, and that ends the inning. Sandcats, though, cut the lead in half. It's now a 1-run game, 8-7 your score to the 8th. Cowie, Herman, and Godsendez due up here, and that'll not be Mahoney's next inning as he's already done 2. He's over 30 pitches. He's tired. We're going to go to the right-hander here. Kaylee Sutton out of the bullpen as she's rested, throwing only 4 pitches last game. Sutton has no wins or losses on the year, 5.40 ERA with 2 earned runs given up. Whip is at a 1.20. She has 3 games pitched under her belt with 1 save, 3 1/3 innings pitched with 4 hits given up, 3 strikeouts. One of those hits was a home run though, and she has a 286 batting average again. So not horrible numbers, but not great either. Sutton looking to keep her recently good pitching up. First pitch slider down and away to Cowie's. Hard hit up the middle. Mosley there for it on the backhand. He'll go to first. 1 down. Next up is Herman. 1 for 3 today. He's homered, driven in a run, and he also hit an RB sacrifice bunt his last time up, which drove in another. He's still hurt out there. Fastball away. Called a strike. 0-1. Sutton ahead in the count. Next pitch is a slider down and in. Called a strike. Quickly 0-2. Fastball up and in, swung through it, strike 3. Herman down swinging, first punch out for Sutton out of the pen, and that's 2 down in the inning. Next up is Godsendez. He singled his last time up, his 2nd of the game. He's 3 for 3 today with a double, 2 singles, a run driven in, and a walk. So he's having a fantastic day. He's gone from neutral. He's gone from tense mojo to neutral as he's finally back in the swing of things. Back over the 200 mark anyway. Curveball at the knees, called a strike, 0-1. Slider down and in, hard rip up the first base line. Bentley there to dive and cut it off. He will take it to the bag himself. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Sutton. As I say that, Godsendez is back down to tense mojo. Bottom 8 we go. Ingrown, Bentley, and Acosta due up here against Farmhand in his 4th inning of work. 3rd full inning, 4th inning total as he recorded the last out of inning 5. Here's Ingrown, 0 for 3 today. Struck out with 2 runners on last time up, making him tense. Looking to turn his game around, really. Strike at the knees on the heater, 0-1. Chase the high heater, 0-2 the count now to Ingrown. Change up, rip, foul as he's early, 0-2. Fastball down, dribbled to third. Herman makes the play, 1 down. Ingrown now 0 for 4, and that brings up Bentley, 1 for 3 today with a solo home run. Nothing else to speak of for him. Strike the letters on the heater, 0-1. Inside heater misses, 1-1. Late on the high heat on the check swing, 1-2. Slider away, fouled off by Bentley out of the diving Diaz's reach at first, 1-2. Chases a high heater out of the zone, and Farmhand gets another punch out, 2 down in the inning. Brings up Acosta, 0 for 3 today. Changeup pulled foul by Acosta, hits off the foul left side wall. There we go. 0-1. Fastball up and away. Hit diving pad. Buffler gives a stab at it, but he misses it. Single to right field for Acosta. He's 1 for 4 today. He's on with 2 down, and that brings up Marin, who tripled off the right field wall his last time up. Or right center wall, I should say. Looking to do it again here and tie the game. Fastball up. He's looking for that wall as it hits a right center, but Hobbs is right there on the line, and that ends the inning. 2 for 4 day for Marin. 1 hit for the Sandcats, but they do nothing with it. Top 9, it's still 8-7. Buffler, Bats, and Hobbs do up here against Sutton. Buffler 1 for 4 today. He's singled his last time up, which makes him on fire. First pitch slider in there on the inner middle third. 0-1 the count. Fastball away. Hard foul off to the right side there by Buffler. 0-2. Fastball down in the way, called strike 3. He's down looking, and that's a punch out for Sutton. Second out of the bullpen for her. Buffler now down to on fire as he's 1 for 5 on the day. Brings up bats, 1 for 3 today. Doubled her last time up. She's also walked today. First pitch fastball away is off Acosta's glove, but it was outside anyway. Ball 1. Curveball down and in, called a strike, 1-1. Fastball down in the way, low below the knees, 2-1. Slider inside, ball 3, 3-1 the count. Fastball down and in, called a strike, full count now. Whiffer activates for bats one more time. Curveball away low, ball 4. Second walk of the day for bats as she's on at first with 1 down. Brings up Hobbs, 2 for 4 today with 2 singles. He's back to 10th mojo. First pitch fastball down at the knees, called a strike, 0-1. Change up, curveball down and in, misses low, 1-1. Fastball down and away, misses low, 2-1. Slider down and in, hit hard up the middle. Mosley dives and cuts it off. He has to go to first, though. 2 down on the fielder's choice. Bats at second now for Diaz, who's singled and walked today. He's driven in 2 runs as well on the single. Well, on the single, he singled in 1. He's also grounded out and driven in a run. 1 for 3 day for him. Curveball away in the first pitch is fouled back, 0-1. Slider down in the way, low, 1-1 the count. Curveball inside, pulled by Diaz into left field. Horn on the warning track, makes the catch, and that ends the inning as Sutton gets another scoreless one on the board. Bottom 9, we need another rally. 8-7 is the score. Nash, Horn, and Mosley do up here in the 9th. Rookie Nash leads off, 0 for 3 day for him as he flew out to left field his last time up. Hobbs will exit as Tremendo enters in right field as that's a defensive upgrade for them, and that's the only substitution they make. It's a good idea. They're both tense, but Tremendo is still a much better fielder than Hobbs by far. Strike on the inner third on the fastball by Farmhand, 0-1 the count. Slider away, 1 hopper to second. Buffler fields it cleanly, 1 down. Bad luck for Nash as he's 0 for 4 and still tense. Next up is Horn, 2 for 4 day for him so far with 2 singles. Flew out to left field his last time up. Fastball away, misses from Farmhand. Ball 1 as he's starting to tire now over the 35 pitch mark. Strike at the knees, 1-1 count now from the long reliever. Fastball down and in, Horn skies it to center field. That's going to be an easy catch for bats. 2 down now. Sandcats again down to the last out. Here's Mosley. 1 for 3 today with a 3-run homer and a walk. Grounded out his last time up. Slider away, hard hit up the middle. Diving is Buffler to make the stop. He'll go to first. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Farmhand. And the Sandcats lose again. 3rd one in a row. And they've fallen to 2-6 on the season here at the halfway mark. Another 1-run loss as it was a pretty good offensive day for both clubs. 15 combined runs with 25 combined hits. They were just better in both accords. 1 error for us in the game. I forget who made it. I honestly forget who made it. Who made the error? I don't know. Either way. Here's a look at the batting lines. Cowie, 2 for 5 day, drove in a run. Herman hit a solo homer, drove in 2. Total is he also hit a sac bunt. He got hurt, though. Bad to see for him. Godsendes, 3 for 4 day. Good day for him. 1 RBI for him as well. 1 for 3 day for bats. 2 walks driven as well. She was on base 3 times. Hobbs, 2 for 5. Michaels, 2 for 4, drove in 2 runs. Diaz drove in 2 runs himself as well. So they spread their offense around. Whole on our side, Ingram was hitless as well as Nash. Everyone else got at least 1 hit. Homer for Mosley, 3-run shot. 2 homers for Cross. He drove in 3 himself. And Bentley had a solo home run as well. We got all our runs on home run balls, but just not enough. Need to score other than the home run. Can't be this extreme all-or-nothing team. Even when we get all, it's not enough. Becker goes only 4 2/3 for the Moose. He gets a no decision for his cause. 6 earned runs given up on 6 hits and a walk with 3 homers and 2 strikeouts. He's still 1-0. Nicholson faces 2 batters actually, gives up a single, and then takes a line drive to the chops also for a single. She is now hurt and out for a foreseeable future. Farmhand, though, comes out of the bullpen, throws 4 1/3 innings of relief, giving up only 1 earned run, 3 hits. One of them was the home run to Mosley, and he struck out 2. So he takes the win. He's now 1-1 on the year. On our side, Sawyer goes 5 innings, giving up only 3 earned runs, 8 hits, 3 walks, gets a no decision for his troubles. Mahoney, 2 innings out of the pen, takes the loss. He's 1-1 on the year. 6 hits, 3 earned runs for him. And then I don't know where the other 2 came in. And then Sutton throws 2 innings of relief, no hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Good relief from her. And player of the game is Cross, 2-homer day. Mosley 3-run shot, and then Godsendez had the big 3 hits. Another tough loss for us out there. We did our best, but our best still wasn't good enough. 8-7 loss. We're 2-6 at the halfway mark. We're 3 games out of first place. I think it's time just to cut and run. We're going to need to speed this season up, as this is just depressing. I think they're going to be double uploads from here on out. Sawteeth, oh, they blow the lead to the Moonstars. And the Moonstars rally and win in 11, 10-8. Wow, Moonstars take first place. Hot Corners almost beat the Freebooters, but lose a tough one, 5-4. Jacks give up the lead to the Heaters, who take the win in the matchup at division leaders. We are the only team in our division under 500 still. We're tied for the worst record in the league at 2-6 with the Hot Corners. We have the worst run differentials, so I give it to us, even though we have beat the Hot Corners heads up this year. I still classify us as the worst record in the league. Yeah, this is bad. We're now 4 games out of first, not even 2. Not even 3, 4 games, because the Moonstars won. That's bad. It's real bad. Next game is on the road against the Blowfish. It's the first of 3 matchups against them this year. Our last 2 are the final 2 games of the regular season, and they're at home. Powell's due to pitch. He will make that start. I am not releasing Powell, and we'll be facing Leaf Todd, who is a rookie. 1-0, 2.25 ERA, and 0.88 WHIP. Very good velocity, but no junk or accuracy. Interesting concept. Kind of reminds me of their reliever, Joanna Heater. She's pretty much the same thing. But the Blowfish are 4-3, while we are 2-6, so they are still competing for the division title, and we are just ass. Let's look at these. These are some guys that I highlighted to possibly sign here at the end of this episode. Let's have a look here around the league, see if any of them are gone. I see that Leah Collins finally gets signed. She's going to the Hot Corners, replacing their ace Manny Kays to take over in the rotation. Interesting. Okay. So we won't see Collins this year because we already played the Hot Corners. We only play them once a year, so that's not an option. But it looks like the only person that I was interested in that got signed was right fielder Javi Yoder, as he's picked up to replace Patrick Franco on the Herbivores. So everyone else we wanted is fair game. Okay. And Aubrey Lynn gets +8 speed. Nice job, rookie. It's a shame you can't improve your frickin' fielding. So before we look at player developments, let's go ahead and make some changes to the roster. First of all, let's take a look and see what changes I want to make based on stats here. Horn is only hitting 250, but he is aging. He has regressed pretty badly after the first game, but he hasn't regressed since. Still, I'm not very sold on what he can do. So I'm going to look to replace him for like a younger outfielder, maybe get Trevino some playing time. Trevino's not hitting, actually he's hitting worse than Horn, but he's young. He's got potential to get better. So I'm willing to let Horn go. Who's like 34, 35, I think. So Mosley, he hit well this episode. I'm going to keep him for now, but he is on a very short leash because we might need to cut more cap in the future. Cross, he's our best player by far this season, so I'm going to hang on to him. Plus, he's reasonably priced. Lynn, I would love to get rid of her, but she is very young. She's only 19, so I want to hold on to her. Ingrown, we're going to keep. He's their second best player this year. Bentley, as much as I hate to say this, I think we might have to let Bentley go just because of how much money he's making. Just to free up some more cap space. That's really it. Acosta, he's hitting well. I'm going to keep him. Marin is not hitting well. Last game was actually his best game of the season with 2 hits. But he's just not doing anything for us, and he's not as young as Lynn is, so I'm open to getting rid of him if there's a suitable replacement. Nash, he's a rookie. He's got room to grow. He's hitless right now. He's hitless last 2 games, but I'm hoping he'll turn it around. Trevino, we're going to keep. Morrison, we're going to keep for now, but we might look for a younger option at catcher who can actually, hit and, field. Mitchell and Trevino haven't played yet this year, so we're going to hang on to them. Our pitching, we're going to keep Powell. He's doing well. Glass, we might look to replace. I know I said I wouldn't touch the pitching last episode, but looking at the numbers, Glass just isn't doing it for us. I'll see how much he's worth, how much we're paying him, and then adjust it based on that. If there's anyone cheaper than him that's about the same level, we'll go for him. Knapp we're going to keep. He's our best performing. He's actually our second best performing rookie statistically speaking, but I like what Knapp brings to the table, so I'll keep him. Same with Sawyer, who had a good outing today. Even though he didn't get the win, he did pitch well. Ratherswell's been doing well this year, so I'll hang on to him. Mahoney, it's time for him to go. That outing today for me just killed him. I can't have a rattled pitcher in my bullpen. Sutton's pitching well, and Newton, the rookie, is pitching well as well, so I'll hang on to her. So we have one reliever on the block, one starter on the block, backup catcher on the block, center fielder on the block, veteran first baseman on the block, and veteran outfielder on the block. Okay. So let's look at the free agents here. By positions, please. We could go for Leanne Drive, cut some salary. She's the only first baseman that would cut anything off of Bentley's salary. She would cut $2 million off of him. She's a contact hitter, so we don't expect any home runs from her. She's a solid, decent fielder, but Cross is much worse than her, so Cross was still DH. I'm okay with that. But she does have whiffer, so we'll need to keep that in mind. Nevertheless, I don't know. I'll hold off on Bentley because I like Bentley. He's the only original member left. Second base we're not looking at right now because of how well Mosley just hit last episode. We're not looking at third base. We're not looking at shortstop. I just have Mackey start because I want to see where he goes. Cash Basket. She'd be a good replacement for Horn. She's about the same age, but she's cheaper, I think? Where's Horn? Yeah, she's cheaper than Horn. She's a better player. Not as good of a fielder, or a good contact hitter, but she's got more pop. She's got more speed, and she's got more arm. I'll think about it. I'm torn. We'll see. We got Marco DeMarco's available. He could come in for Marin. He's not too much of a step back from Marin, all things considered. Wonga's cheaper than Lynn, but I want to keep Lynn. Same with Bronco, same with Fourth. Okay. Yeah, I think I know what I want to do here. Alright, so we'll start with bringing in DeMarco for Marin. I know Marin's only 25, and you're probably going to yell at me for making this move, but he's just not hitting. And plus, he has no arm in center field. At least DeMarco gives me a shot at throwing some runners out. DeMarco's all power, no contact, that's fine. I'll take that hit, because obviously it's not working with Marin's ratings. So DeMarco comes in, that's $1.7 million added right there. Then we go to Horn. We cut him for Basquet. Basquet is only making 5.3, so it's going to bring in another $600,000. So right now we're already over $1 million every game. She's going to probably get the start in left field over Trevino, because she is the better rated player. Yeah, I'll do that. And pitching, let's look at pitching here. Now, I didn't highlight anybody because I wasn't planning on doing this. So the youngest person is Charles at 29. I don't like that. Could go Miet Ball. Really just pissed the season away at this point. Let's see, relievers. There is Porchetto available, but he's still a little expensive, and I don't want him back. We tried that experiment for 2 years. It did not work. We have Narciso Corvette. We have Chiron Throne. Omar Chambo. There is a lot of shit out here that isn't good. The only options that are cheaper than Mahoney are Throne, who's 36, but he has Specialist. That's always... And we do need another right-hander in the ped, and keep that in mind. So I'm torn between Throne and Chambo. I think I'm going to go with Throne. He has the better combined ratings. We'll replace Mahoney. That's another $600,000 right there. And for pitching, take Glass out. 6.8, okay. So Pruitt would cut some cap, 2.7. Charles is weaker in every category. but just barely in velocity and accuracy. Intense is better in junk. Nozzle is weak, so is sweet. That rhymes. The Miette Ball is just really weak. She is a position player who thinks she can pitch. I'm not desperate enough to bring her in. Not yet. I'm going to go with Charles. I think we bring him in instead. Yeah, I'm going to go with Charles. That'll cut us some decent cap. Another 3.3 mil. Almost up to 20 million now in the surplus cash. And then do we make the move on Bentley? That is the only one I'm torn on making. Drive is 2 years younger. And she is just under 2 million cheaper. So we would go over 20 million in the free agent money. Plus we still have the potential of releasing Mahoney. Not Mahoney, I already released him, Jesus. Mosley and Lynn if our season continues to go down the tubes. So yeah, okay. Alright. We're going to do it. Bentley, it's been a good run. You lasted 8.5 years. But the way our season's going, I can't get rid of him. I like him too much. Fine, we won't get rid of him. We'll hang on to Bentley. We'll hang on to the last remaining original Sandcat member. I have a heart. I can't do it to him. I can't do it to him. So that's it. That's all the moves we're making for right now. So we cut some money. We're just throwing in the towel. This season is pretty much over. We have cut our contact down. We're still balanced, surprisingly, but our relief pitching's down. Contact is down. Starting pitching's down. Power is down. Defense is still good. Speed is still where it was. So, but yeah, we're just saying, you know what? We're not gonna. It's not our year. We're pissing it away. Here we go. So let's look at these developments. We'll set the lineups, and then we'll call it an episode. Next episode will be a double game episode because we need to get this season out of the way. It's just not fun watching us continuously lose. And maybe if we turn things around, we'll play in the playoffs in episode 100 of the series. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so looking at my options here, knowing that I'm going to get a big bunch of cash next time, kind of glad I stuck with Bentley. Well, first things first, we're going to get this one for Pal, so let's pop that one off. +4 junk, I'll take that. +7 accuracy, nice. Up over 85. No K-Dud. Awesome. Great. And he's pitching next episode, so he's better all around now. Like it. And then we're going to get this one. Do we want to get this one for Ingrown and finish off his thing? I mean, we're going to have money to burn next episode, so sure. Let's get it. It's cheap. His fielding's maxed out now. Perfect. Great. Maybe you can turn your hitting around too while you're at it, Hank. How about that? Alright, guys. Let's set the episode call it a day. Let's see what they want, and what can we do? You know what? I'm feeling spicy today. We're going to go with Trevino at third, who can't hit, and we're going to go with Mitchell at shortstop, both of them making their first appearances of the season. Bentley, move up to the 4 for me, please. Morrison go in at catcher to give him a day off. We're going to put DeMarco in the 5 hole. We're going to put Morrison in the 6. Actually, Morrison in the 5. He's got better contact than DeMarco. Then we're going to put Mitchell. And Basquet, and then Trevino. So this is the lineup. Mosley, Lynn, Cross, Bentley at first, Morrison catching, DeMarco in center, Mitchell at shortstop, Basquet in left, and Trevino at third base. Basically, it's almost an entire second-string team going up against our division rival Blowfish next time out. Oh, God have mercy on our souls. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in for this one. It's just not happening. Season's basically over. We've cut our team. We're just mailing it in at this point. Until next time, this is the Nasty One, signing off.